with the Stars, the daughter of the late crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin. Her moves, her message, and her attempt to get our reporter to share her affection for snakes. Dancing with the Stars tonight distinguishes herself not only by her dexterity and grace, but also by her avowed hatred of high heels and a backstory that is both fascinating and tragic. She is Bindi Irwin, daughter of the famous crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, and she sat down with ABC's Nick Watt.
Bindi Irwin had never danced before. After a few weeks training, looks like she knows what she's doing. Why is a 17-year-old Aussie outback animal lover, high heel hater, right now living in LA, dancing with Derek, risking a turned ankle and a bruised ego on Dancing with the Stars? She's here because of her dad.
Dad always said, I don't care if people remember me, I care if people remember my message. And so as a family, that is what we've tried to focus on, standing up and speaking for those who cannot speak for themselves. So as a family, I think that it was probably 2 weeks after Dad passed away that I said to Mum, so when are we going to start filming again?
Dad was, of course, cultural icon Steve Irwin.
Oh, crikey.
Hosted the smash international hit, The Crocodile Hunter.
Ah, he's constricting my head.
Steve was a human hurricane. Killed by a stingray in 2006 when Bindi was just 8 years old.
Is it ever in the back of your mind when you're wrestling a saltwater crocodile that something similar might happen to you?
It's never really been a thought to me. We're always careful, and it's just what we love.
Bindi posted this photo on Australia's Father's Day, saying in part, "No matter where I am in the world, this day means such a lot to me. My heart forever lives at Australia Zoo, just like Dad's always did."
You Instagrammed what for me is like the classic picture of your dad. You know, the short shorts, hair.
The saltwater crocodile.
Yeah, is that who he still is for you?
That is Dad. Honestly, that was Dad completely. I mean, what you saw is who he was. These guys are so cute because they get all puffy when you're trying to save them and move them.
Many of us, me included, bumble through life unclear of our calling. Yeah, he's not Bindi Irwin.
I think that I'm able to use all of these different avenues to spread my message. And even if it's just a couple of people along the way, then I've done my job.
On camera when she was just a few weeks old on her dad's show, The Crocodile Hunter.
Since the day I was hatched, I've been around so many animals. And so I think that when you grow up like that, that's the normal thing. Whereas coming here to LA, I find that I'm having a bit of difficulty adjusting.
You've seen the movie Croc Dundee, right?
Yes.
Big Dundee from Australia. How are you?
That's kind of how I feel. That's kind of how I feel.
So we brought along some snakes and stuff to make her and Mum Terry feel more at home.
Don't you worry about Bindi? You know, I mean, particularly in the light of what happened to Steve, and she's putting herself in similar positions?
Not really with wildlife, but it's more strangers and cars and things like that that make me nervous, really.
Steve did die because of an interaction with wildlife.
About once every 75 years, someone is killed from a stingray in Australia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what a freak accident.
You keep waiting for him to come home. You're like, haha, I've just been away for this long, got you. And so that was probably one of the hardest things. But now we've reached this point where we are able to look back and revel in all of the good times that we've had. And our lives were captured on camera.
Steve did create a little controversy with stunts like this 2004 incident at their zoo. Crocs and Bindi's baby brother, Robert.
Is your brother the same?
Robert is the same. Robert's really interesting, though, because he's the scientist of the family. And many people don't know that Dad was quite science-minded as well. And he's so clever.
So he gets that from your dad, and you get this from your dad.
The passion! It's true. I think that I am a living hurricane, just like Dad.
At 17, she's helping Mum keep Steve's memory and the now 1,500-acre Australia Zoo alive.
We're the busiest wildlife hospital on planet Earth.
Rescued and rehabbed 58,000 animals in the past 11 years.
when Steve and I first married, he said to me, if anything ever happens to me, would you please keep the zoo going?
Really?
I felt fear with the grief. Can I do this? For me, it took a lot of courage, but I couldn't imagine doing anything else.
We have conservation projects globally. I mean, helping animals like rhinos in Kenya, tigers in Sumatra. We work with elephants in Cambodia. It's a phenomenal project. Well, we actually have friends with this little guy because they're found in Australia.
Seems like everyone they meet, they try to win over to the conservation cause. Bindi taking time here at the Grove in LA to chat to passers-by and cure my hatred of snakes.
Everything loves you.
Everything gravitates toward you.
They're trying to win me over.
Hilarious.
They realize I don't really like them.
That is really
They're trying to win me over.
That is really special.
It's like, the animals seem to love you.
She's trying to flatter me into caring.
And he really likes
He actually genuinely, look at that. He genuinely
So sincerely.
likes you. Every time we lose an animal species, it's kind of like losing a brick from the house. Pretty soon the house just falls down.
You're always going to be fighting a battle. You're never going to win. There's never going to be a day when you declare victory.
Yeah, no, it's true. And I always think that, it's kind of one of those things that you're never going to wake up and say, well, that's it, I've saved the world. I'm done. Now I'm going to be an astronaut.
Or a pro dancer.
Or a pro dancer. Exactly. But I think that I'm able to use all of these different avenues to spread my message.
We've been starting from ground zero dancing-wise. We started and I was like, oh boy, we got some work to do here. But it doesn't feel like work because it's just so enjoyable.
Judging by her first night, Bindi has more than just enthusiasm. It's the spirit of Steve on a dance floor.
That was the best performance of the night. Oh my God!
I'm Nick Watt for Nightline from Los Angeles.
Our thanks to Nick Watt, and you can watch part 2 of Dancing with the Stars season premiere tomorrow at 9 Eastern, right here on ABC.